Alright, this is a vlog of everything that's went down the last, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks. Um, I'm Salvo-Desiire. I'm the captain of Salvo Chaos. Um, Alright, let's get into it. Firstly, we had Magic leave about 2 weeks ago now. He left due to personal issues, which was why Zona left. Zona left due to personal issues with Magic. Magic left due to personal issues with me. Didn't say anything. He just assumed he was off the team. He just left the game, changed the Twitter handle, and couldn't do anything about it. Nothing. Like we tried. I mean, we've done so much for him. It's not even funny. And then we got, let's see, Scheme left shortly after because the incident that happened with Magic, it didn't even make me want to play. Um, he left because we were inactive, right? And that's fine. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. We couldn't really do anything about it. And shortly after that, he tried to join Fury and Magic, which the team is on. He said no, so Scheme came crawling back to us, saying no. We couldn't, and like I'm close with him and stuff, and I wanted him back on the team. And we have Cole Vanquish said that he didn't want him on the team because of what he said in front of us. Because he told us the following night that he was on the team, like there was no question about it. And then as soon as Frenzy joined us, we couldn't do anything. Like he just said that he wasn't on the team, wasn't doing anything. So anyway, so after that, we decided like we scrimmed that night with Scheme, and we picked up Rumor. Rumor really solid pickup. My buddy in Black Ops 1. We had no problems with him whatsoever. And it's more problems with Vanquish. Like I'm just gonna get into it. I'm gonna apologize for everything that he's done. The if representable, like how he has been professionally. Like, but it's not even been on Twitter. It's been like you guys gotta understand that it's not just. It's more than trash talking. Like sometimes he shoots the ball. Yeah, I know, and he knows it's gotta change. Like the difference between a lot of people and us is we have a sponsor to uphold. We have expectations. And if we don't hold those expectations, we can lose our sponsor. Which may not seem like a lot to any of you, but to us it actually matters. That's why I'm so uptight about it. And Cole has no idea. It's not that we don't want to drop. Like, he's been threatened so many times to get dropped. It's like, he's probably one of the most solid players we've picked up, but it's just like, he keeps on putting us through more bullshit. But the person who put us through the most bullshit out of everyone in Salvo is Magic. Him is just retarded what he did. He initially when we had DNCD on the team, he made one bad play. Like DNCD, he wasn't the strongest player, and we realized that. But I mean, he was playing fine. He was holding his weight for the most part. He was playing in OBJ. He made one bad play, and Magic just completely shunned him. And he's like, "You're off the team." Like, yeah, or Magic just like threatened to leave if we didn't kick him. And we kicked him. After that, we had actually no. Before that, we had a tournament with DNCD, and we played. We got 4-0 because we were playing for 7 hours. I'm not making excuses. Anyway, we had a tournament, and right after that, Magic just he made a new Twitter, said he's a free agent. Didn't tell any of us. Didn't say he left the team or anything, and just like he was sketching. That was number one. So after that, we talked and stuff, and the resolution was to drop DNCD. Me and Scheme were hesitant, but we blindly agreed to it. And we had tryouts. We didn't rush into anything, and we picked up Zona. Zona was a solid pickup. There was things with him that weren't the best, but I mean, like he was probably the most cocky player we played with. But that's not. I'm not dissing him. Like he's a solid player. We were happy with him on the team. Like we were a top 5 team easily. Like I'm not trying to brag and say that any team like we're horrible now, but like so we talked about that, and so we didn't drop Zona one night after a scrim, but Magic and Zona were always arguing. Like Magic argues with everyone because he's always right. Like just don't contest it. Anyway, we're playing with Zona. We had a scrim, and we won the scrim, which wasn't even the problem. Him and Magic, he was bitching at Magic because he was sniping, and he shouldn't have been sniping. Like, I mean, Magic holds his weight with Sniper. There's no question about it. I'm not sticking up for him, but like Zona questions everything, and that he was the right one. And Magic called him out on it. He's like, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. He's like, don't don't call me out because I'm not putting up with your shit. And he's like, um, and Zona made all these subtweets and saying that he's all depressed and he can't play with someone who's depressed. And he's like, I'm not teaming with this kid anymore. And like it was all because of Magic. And I talked to Magic and he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care at all. And I just couldn't stop him. So I was like, you know what? There were issues with Zona. We could agree to this. We're gonna drop him. So following day, we had tryouts, running people again, just like we did for Zona when we dropped the NCD. And everything was fine. Like, we picked up Tazix Devala, who's now Vanquish. And it was fine, dude. He was a kick-ass player. He held his weight. He dropped fucking 40s as an OBJ, which he's obviously not an OBJ. Anyway. um, so after that, we noticed some things, and it was me and Magic, and we were all talking, and Scheme and Magic thought it would be the best to drop Vanquish again. Like, so this is like the third player, but it was more Magic. Like Magic was like forcing the issue all the time, but he was always talking about like you would contest everything. Like if I made one bad play, he would just keep on reliving it, reliving it, reliving it. Like he wouldn't let it go. He wouldn't help me try and get better. And I got mad at him, and I contested him back. But there was one day we were scrimming. I think it was I don't know who it was. Maybe it was the Birds. It doesn't matter who we were scrimming, but we were scrimming. Magic's getting really mad at me. I think it was on Yemen Hardpoint, and we got really really pissed over something stupid because I like to get my team hyped, and he had such a problem with it. It fucking pissed me off. But whatever. Anyway, so after that, he left. He didn't say he left. I talked to Frenzy. I have DMs from Frenzy. Frenzy knew everything, and he wouldn't tell us. He's like, oh, I can't tell you guys. Magic changed his Twitter handle, took off Salvo Gaming in his bio, everything. Like, when he had me on PSN, he deleted all of us. Like, just completely left, and it was over something stupid. But I mean, after all the bullshit that we put him through, I mean, he put us through, we just, he blindly left. I don't know. So, after that, shortly after that, it was like a week later, Scheme said he's leaving. And I talked to Scheme, and I told him, I was like, dude, I really don't want to find a team. I'm about to quit competitive because it's hard in this community finding players that actually want to build Chem and everything else. So I told him I'd give him the contract, our sponsor contract, if he didn't move. And Vanquish was pissed because I was dick riding him, which is true, but I mean, Felicia's our he's a solid player. I didn't really have problems with him. But I mean, people said on Saturday, at least I heard, that they were saying Scheme is the one who was holding us back. I'm surprised it isn't me, because I'm not the best anchor in the world. But anyway, after that, Scheme left, so we were in need of two. Told him we picked up Rumor, and then this Clutches scenario happens. Like, I talked to Clutches because I heard he was good. Vanquish was the one who kept on bringing him up. And I was like, yeah, I think he sucks. He's on DTG. No offense to DTG. You guys aren't bad. I'm saying because, just never mind. Anyway, Shamrock in my home. Anyway, so, we were talking, and, Clutch is like this. He told us that he wanted the team to win and stuff. We go into our first scrim. We scrim Cryptic. Cryptic's improved a lot. Even on their host, it doesn't matter. They're doing solid. We were losing, but I mean, we won first match, but that's not the point. Clutches and Rumor, they had no idea how to generally play the map, how to manipulate it, how to do anything. Like, even Vanquish wasn't trying. He was just, like, people were blindly rushing in the hardpoint like it's nothing. They didn't know how to set up. They didn't know how to synchronize their pushes. It was pissing me off. And I told Vanquish that, and, right after, they were pissed because Vanquish was talking shit to Cryptic, which is in-game, which is completely fine. There was no problem with that. But he was shooting bodies and stuff, which he knows to turn it around. I'm gonna apologize again. Like, professionalism for us means everything. But when he gets mad at me for saying no, I'm uptight, but I don't know what to do. So anyway, after that, Clutches assumed he was on Salvo. Like, he was the one leaving by himself. No, not at all. Clutches didn't make it. We weren't even gonna pick him up. No offense to you, dude. Like you're good. You have fucking amazing gun skill, but you don't have the smarts that we need. And anyway, so and then Rumor. Another thing with Rumor, like Rumor's been my buddy since forever. Anyway, we're like the reason why Vanquish dropped him, he went through with it, was because he told Clutches that he was leaving and going to join a team with him. Which look what happened tonight. He did. It doesn't matter. Like Rumor, he's a good player, but I always had second thoughts on him. He's like it's inconsistent. Like he'll go off on maps, but it's about dropping kills. It's not about playing the objective. Yada yada yada. Like smart. So right now we're in need of two. I'm not quitting, and I'm not dropping Vanquish. Like if people don't want to scrim us, I understand. But and if people compare like to Impact, they had immediate success. Especially when Eli said that on Twitter too, on Magic, that Impact has all this like that they can crap talk because they deserve to crap talk. You played in a tourney and you finished like you didn't even finish top 24, so just don't talk anyway. Um, yeah, so Magic. After that, like if people don't want to scrim us, I understand, but just mute just when you scrim us, mute Vanquish if he's that big of a problem. There's no problem. Like he's not doing it on Twitter. He's only got like the difference between me and him is he'll stand up or he'll be straight up about it, and I won't. Because when people say that we're unprofessional and they put their 2 cents in, saying that they know what's up, every fucking time, like the fall of Salvo or since Zona left, like the Salvo is just like decreasing. Like you don't need to put that shit on Twitter, dude. All you guys, everybody does it. Everybody. And you accuse us of it. It fucking pisses me off because it's so hypocritical and we get the hate because of it. We're the most hated PS3 team, hey? I don't know what to do about all of this, man. Like, I'm trying to apologize. I'm trying to do what I can. And you guys just throw it back in my face. So, right now we're in need of two. We're sponsored a PS3 competitive team. I'm not talking about anything else. If you guys need anything, you can add me on Twitter at SG_Desire or at Vanquish, SG_Vanquish. And, once again, everything, I don't know. Anyway, see you guys later. Finally get my Elgato in a couple of days, so be uploading videos. Stay tuned. Alright, bye.